answer your question, music right now, the landscape has completely changed from what it was at one point of time. When we came out in 2000, 2001 actually, we had started forming the band in 2000, and for one and a half years we were just training. At that time, it was just about releasing a song. You just had to like take care of the design of the song, the composition, the arrangement, and the mix master of the audio. Today it is audio video master given. Right, then you have to come with marketing plan, then you have to come with radio plan, then you have to come with airspace, then you have to come with billboard plans, then you have to come with bus packs, then you have to come with social media management, then you have to come with proprietary engines to find out analytics of where it is doing well, where it is not doing well. If it is not doing well, then tweak it to figure out why it is not doing well. Then you have to there's so much that needs to be done. All we musicians wanted was to get laid. Alright, and that's definitely not happening in this batch. I pity the next batch of musicians because there is just like, I mean, a song has only so much of a shelf life in today's day. The best song in the world can only last for a month. And with in India it's a different scene altogether. Abroad, at least there's a good chance that if you are in the long race, like how today's Bruno Mars or Baby Rexha or or any of the, or say for that matter, if I was to say who's that odd girl who does a lot of Madonna. She's on the tip of my tongue, but I'm not able to get it. Anyways, she'll come to me. Say Katy Perry or say Taylor Swift, or see, all of these people are like today's long race horses, and if they want to like release something, they will come planned and they will do something. But I pity those mid-level performers, like who have to come out, because you will just get shaft off because your song will stay at least maximum for a week, before the next song comes out. And in India it is even worse because you're fighting Bollywood, and
Yeah.
and they make songs, like they churn songs, and they don't churn songs, they churn promos. So they're designed to kind of draw an audience and fill the theater. So in these COVID times, it is probably a relief because now there is no Bollywood happening, and this is an interim period. But like from that scenario to now, if I was to span it over 20 years, a lot has changed. Having said what I said in terms of like you standing out is a problem because there's just so much of a clutter. It is also a pro because if you do really well, and if your content is really well, and if you learn to manipulate the internet, okay, you have the world open for you. So the discoverability still exists, okay, although it is again hijacked by the Bollywood, you know
Yeah.
by the Bollywood lot of our country, okay. And I'm speaking specifically from India point of view as such, because it's different abroad, it's different here, it's different in Southeast Asia, it's different everywhere else. But yeah, I mean, you have living examples. You have Thaikuram Bridge. This is a case study. We never before had any act coming out from God's own country the way it came out, and the way the perpetrators of this act has like kind of crusaded their career and kind of done it very smartly. And you could call it a lot of luck. I mean, it's the same thing with us, with the Band Boys also. I think we were just the right guys with the right time, right place, right everything. Similarly for Thaikudam also, they were also doing the same thing. I mean, before that Rex was doing something unique in his own
Yeah,
way with
yeah.
his band. So Avial, when they came out, it was really, I mean, a hodgepodge of everything, but it was such brilliant music. And then there was that epic album which came out. So every artist has got some golden stepping stone, and they're part of some milieu, and there's some part of some long drawn history and luck and destiny and hard work and everything put together. But hey, I mean, today's date, you can stand out very well if you are smart, but it is not enough to be just a musician in today's date. You need to be very well versed with the workings of the world, especially when it comes to the internet, to get your music out the way you would want to, in terms of the examples that exist in the world. From 2000 to 2010, we had the world at our feet. Okay, we traveled the world. We had panties thrown at us on stage. We 4 passport booklets filled, 1,000+ shows, and it was doing very well for us. And pop industry was at its peak. And there came a time when 2010 onwards, Bollywood kind of killed indie pop, and all the pop stars kind of went down. So everybody's career was taking it, and we also were wondering, abhi kya kare? And also 10 years we were kind of getting bored of each other. And then there came a time when we decided, okay, let's figure out our own sonic signature. So I took about 1, 2, 3 years to figure out, and that's when Malayali house happened to me, and that's how Kerala happened to me. I mean, I've been a Bombay born and brought up boy all my life. I speak Malayalam very good according to the Bombay Malayalis, but according to Kerala, I got an accent of Kundanur. So I mean, so it took that kind of a show for me to get introduced to Kerala, and then I saw how Kerala took a liking to me, and then Adipuli came out, and then Madurai Malayalam came out, and then so when I launched my solo career, I went back to my roots, and I went back down there, and from there came back. So from 2010 13 when Adipoli came out, and then 14 15 16 Madurai Malayalam. So it took us about all of us, so this is the same time Chintu also did his whole solo career. Karan also did his whole solo career. Sudhanshu and Siddharth had already left us. So it was like a, how do I put it, catharsis moment for all of us, where we all wanted to go and find out our own sonic signature, do something on our own. And we did that about 4 5 6 7 8 years, and that's when the itch started, okay. And then it took me about 2 3 years to kind of break out from the mold of a band of boys to be recognized as anything solo. And I'm guessing it was the same for everybody else also. But the brand recall was so strong. It's still so strong. I mean, when we try to go and band boys wale na, aapo Cherokee, So this keeps coming to us. And the same for each of us. And we thought it would be best if we kind of capitalize on this, and then somewhere after 6 7 8 years of trying to figure out our own things, making a mark for ourselves, it felt like it was the right time to kind of come back. We had all learned from our own trials and tribulations, and we all had so much more to now give to a brand which is like still a brand. So it is not that I jumped into Double Barrel by chance as such. I mean, I've had history here with Balaji Telefilms. I've done 3 main leads and several cameos on national television. I've with CID, which was something which is Fireworks Bolke yahan pe ek production company which used to do this thing, this everlasting show for 20-25 years, if I'm not mistaken. CID, the longest running show on Sony. And I've been part of television since Movers and Shakers. That's the first thing that I did, which was this show by Shekhar Suman, and I was the frontman for the rubber band on that. So that was the first thing which I did in '99. So my tryst with television and acting has been there consistently throughout. Okay. Then Adipoli was just one of the more caveats, but people got to know me in Kerala post 2013. Alright, before that Kerala didn't exist for me. I've been very candid and it was only root connection for me. I had only, all my relatives over there who I used to visit once in 2 years. And that about it. I mean, the fact that it opened up as an industry to me was like after 2013. And then after that I did a couple more things. I did a lot of television over there, small appearances. Then this Double Barrel film which Lijo called me for. Well, to be honest, I mean, we are in the golden years of our life right now, okay? And as a band of boys, I see us, we're quite brand conscious people. All of us are very, very comfortable in our lives, We've kind of delved in every aspect of the entertainment world. What I see now is the mentoring side. Now what we see is like for example, our children are at the right age and time where they should be doing what we could have got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I started my career around 21. My son is starting his career at 12. You know what I'm saying? So that age gap has gone down, and if you need to be at that Bruno Mars, Katy Perry level, okay, you need to start now. You need to start now, and you need to kind of do that. So we see us mentoring a lot of newer acts, okay? Like Ronan Keating has done that, with New Kids in the I don't remember the band which he formed. So we see that happening. We see a lot of content like the ones which we are doing, where we are in control of what we dish out to the audience, because we are right now very mature, okay? We are in that phase of our life where we can dive into an audience's mind and tell them what is right. Not that we're the moral compass of the world or something else. We're rascals to the core, okay? But hey, we have a fair sense of what is right and what is wrong, and what should be a go-to benchmark for the masses, as well as the mid segment, as well as for the classes, because we've kind of seen it all in some way. So we see us doing the kind of content that we are doing right now in a lot more polished way once the lockdown gets a little loose. Alright, because we were putting in place, studios where we can kind of do this and we can host the entire thing. And we see these properties that we're producing, and going forward, I am going to be independently also doing one more property called Sharing is Caring. So it's Sherrin is caring. I get that. And where I'm going to be sharing my life a bit, okay? Where I'm going to be also
Right.
sharing things which are not right, okay? Like online
Right.
frauds, and and kind of like bring betterment and development to society. Do things for the better of society. So those kind of things are the ones. The holistic expansion and growth of society is what Avanda Boys and each of its members. So the education side of it is what we are more serious on. Gori. Wow. I had a protein shake with Salman Khan once. I thought I would be starstruck, but I wasn't. Because he's so short. So no, I mean, not to take anything away from the man. He's quite enigmatic. Okay, he's quite. Um, I wasn't starstruck in the typical sense. In the sense, like, my name is Sherrin, and he had this mischievous look. क्या बोले आपका नाम? Sherrin. So he had that. He had that look towards him. So I found that quite endearing, and then I ended up partying with him, and then he was like, "Drink this, drink this, drink this, drink this," and nobody can match up to the man. Can I be honest? I get bored very easily. Very
Right.
easily. All right. I'm tripping out on setting systems and protocols to kind of do this thing, and that's what I'm enjoying right now. The minute
Right.
lockdown gets over, I'm going to be part of one Balaji serial called Pavitra Bhagya, and I have to then focus in. So I look forward to, like, this change.
Right.
There is, like, so if I do only music, I get like. Which is one of the reasons I'm not pushing out any music now. Otherwise, generally, because I'm a
Yeah.
singer, I'm a musician, I have a studio, I have everything at my disposal, I should be like putting out song after song after song. But no, I mean, like, I think Badshah and Honey Singh are super overrated. I'm so
Right.
glad.
Right.
I mean, Honey Singh was a pain in the ass. Okay, I'm sorry to say this. Okay, okay, and now so is Badshah. Please get over them. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Please get over them. It's ridiculous. They're the ones who are responsible for making the minds of the nubile nymphids and the growing kids in our country and generation. The one who are adulterating their minds is this lot. They come up with these terrible lyrics which are so misogynistic. Okay, the mindset is like, "Tu jaanta nahi tera baap kaun hai." It's got this undertone, it's got this vibe. So, "Tu jaanta nahi mera baap kaun hai." Okay, so it's got this whole sick undertone, misogynistic vibe. It's got this whole patriarchal thing which is looking down on women, and I don't agree with that. I would give examples of artists closer to home. I would think Avial and uh, Thaikudam Bridge and Sherrin Varghese are all super underrated. Vishal Dadlani. In fact, I would love to collaborate in such a way. Vishal writes a song. I have a similar tone to him.
Yeah.
Okay, and Aja, Aja. I love doing all that. So, yeah, so for example, if you were to go like, Aja, Aja, Dil Nichode. So it's in that
Yeah.
similar vibe, and I would love for him to kind of produce, write, compose something for me.